Thank you for coming back to my channel. I am going to talk a little bit about our house process and inspection and all the adulting things that one would need to know about buying a house. This was our very first experience, so I ask a ton of questions and I kind of want to give you some information. If you're interested in looking for a house, what you need to do, what you don't need to do, and just kind of what we have done. Through the entire process, we were told that we didn't need a realtor. And I've told you this before. We were also told once we decided on a house from the builder and from our sales manager that we don't need an inspector. Well, those two things are completely wrong. You do need a realtor and you do need an inspector. And I will say that you need a realtor because they know how to look at paperwork. They know how to, how people try and swindle things and how to get different things for free and how to figure things out. And our realtor went through all of our paperwork. She okayed things. She highlighted and asked questions when we were at our closing information. She got us blinds for our house. She added that in. She threw that in. She threw in a washer and dryer for us too from our builder. So having a realtor is very important, and that is their job. Their job is to make your job easier, and you don't have to pay out the realtor. That is what the company does when you buy the home from them. So don't worry about having to pay a realtor, because that was our big thing. Like, well, if we have a realtor, do we have to pay for them? No, the company pays for them. So don't worry about that. And they make your life so much easier. They do give the realtors a nice chunk of change whenever you're finished, but they are worth it in the end and they help you out a lot. So my recommendation on a realtor is yes. The next one is a third-party inspector. So far I've heard tons of stories about people not using a third-party inspector, and once you close on a house, that's it. You can't go back and get anything fixed because then you have to go through the warranty, but everything before you sign on the dotted line is still their responsibility to fix. And if you don't hire a third-party inspector, of course they're going to try and figure out a way to save themselves money. Them, meaning the builder, they're going to try and find a way to save themselves money and try and work around things, and you don't know. And I was just told to get a third-party inspector from a couple of people, and he was absolutely amazing. Here's his information. If you live in Houston, this is the inspector that we used, and he sent us, supposedly our inspection and our builder was great. We had a wonderful experience. So we had 17 pages of information that he sent us. So here's some of the pictures that we got in the email. One of the first pictures is he pointed out things in the structure. A lot of it was just cosmetic, and so he noticed that there was, a patch in the garage, and our tree actually that we got close to our house, it's an oak tree, and whenever you plant an oak tree, like in 30 years, that's going to mess up the foundation of our home, and the roots are going to grow underneath our home, so we're actually going to get that removed and put in a different tree. And I actually know that because the house that I grew up we had to uproot that tree because the tree almost fell on my house, on my bedroom. So we had to fix that. Another one is the drain holes, and our construction manager cleaned those out. We walked through the house, and this is the reason why in the video you're going to see us do a final walkthrough before we actually go to closing, just so that they can fix anything that the inspector did. Another really cool one, of course, that nobody thinks about, our exhaust plumbing vents. They have to be 10 feet horizontal from the opening. So he pointed that out. There was a shingle that was loose, so they fixed that. And the exhaust needed to be painted. And, just normal folks, we don't know stuff like that. So it's really cool. And then he just gives us information about each thing at the bottom. And then he just goes through each item in the house. Our stairs are functional, the walkway's functional, we had a loose rail that was fixed. At the bottom, the spray foam is not UV rated. First of all, I don't even know what that's for, but they said it was, so rodents wouldn't get in the house or animals or whatever. So I had no idea that spray is UV rated. So we got it sprayed and it's now UV rated. And then some items about our house, they added, so far we had a gap in between our stove and our cabinet, so they covered that. And then he just made sure that our oven was working, our microwave was working, our stove was working. He fixed some items in our tub. the tub wasn't sealed all the way. My recommendation, guys, is to get an inspector. If you're wanting to buy a house, if you're wanting to build a house, even if you move into an already built home, you need to get an inspector so they can actually look at everything in detail. They have little gadgets and gizmos and outlet plugs to make sure everything is functioning and working, because that's such a tedious process, and a lot of times just regular folks like you and me have no idea what to look for in a house. So my recommendation, yes, is to get an inspector. It's worth the money. And then I was also told after the first year, so like 10 months we've been living in a house again, get this inspector again so they can inspect, because I believe you have 1 year, because our warranties are for 1 year. We have 2-year warranties and then lifetime warranties as well. So you want to make sure that after that 1 year, I think the builder's warranty goes away. So get one more inspector after that first year. So if you have any other experience about buying a house, comment below that you can help anybody else out. You're gonna watch right now how we walk through with our inspector and just a few other details. And our building construction manager was absolutely amazing. He sent us photos every single week, updated us with emails, updated, you know, what they put in. They put in the floors, they put in the cabinets, they put in the stovetop, they put in the microwave, and he would send us photos. Oh, we just finished the bathroom, we did the tile. And so we were updated every single week. Even though we went to go see the house every single week, this whole experience was absolutely amazing for the building process. So it was a lot better than what we had ever expected.
Morning, it's Tuesday. We are about to do our final walkthrough of our house.
From your inspection report, I did see where there was some low pressure on a few sprinkler heads. The zones he was talking about, let's see here. So you have a 6-zone panel. They have 3 zones. Zone 2, he had mentioned didn't function. Those are, it's a hose system that runs along the side of the house. Because we have such tight spaces and we're not putting any sod, it's not going to get a whole lot of rainwater because you have full gutters. We want some way to irrigate the soil around the slab. The reason we do that, if during the summer it dries up, soil shrinks, you have a gap in between the soil and the foundation, then it rains, fills it with water, and that's it. It causes a shift in the slab and the foundation. Installing those drip hoses along the side of the house will prevent that from happening. So they're not actual sprinkler heads that pop up, it's just a perforated hose along the side of the house. However, you do not have them. I guess the landscapers forgot to install them, which is why your inspector said he didn't notice any wet areas on the side of the house when he operated zone 2. So we will get those installed before you close. We'll verify that when we meet for the final walkthrough. Okay. So zone 1 would be front, zone 2 would be the sides, zone 3 would be the back, around the side of the house, since we have such close quarters. Got a nice wood. I'm gonna make a note. I'm gonna get some new tape. Clean that up a little bit for you.
Thank you.
Your inspection report, he noted that some of these were sure that we're not overwatering this area in case we have a very heavy downpour. We don't want standing water against the foundation.
Okay.
So that these area drains help with that.
Okay.
So we'll uncover them, clear them out, but in the future you want to keep an eye on those, make sure that you're maintaining it.
Okay.
You look at him. Water coming out of the sides of the houses because these were breaking. This you actually cannot cover permanently. That's why we don't protect it at the moment.
Okay.
Because it is designed to escape water. It is a pressure relief backflow preventer for the irrigation system.
So then how do we cover it for freeze?
If there is a freeze coming, you can temporarily cover it because you're probably going to shut the water off anyway. I would recommend that. This valve here actually has the shut-off valve inside. So it's recommended that you would shut the water off in there.
Okay.
And then you can take a couple of towels and a plastic bag and just wrap it around this because this is exposed. Either the unit inside here is going to break if you don't protect it, or these steel ball valves inside these areas will crack and break.
So just all this we just cover with
So if you
bag.
take a towel, wrap a couple of towels around it, as many as you can, that should be more than suitable, as long as the water's off too.
Okay, so turn the water off, then cover it. We couldn't keep the water on and cover it.
Not recommended.
Okay.
I just made a little note to clean that globe. Some little speck or something on there.
On the fan?
Yes.
Hey guys, so we're in our house. We're doing our final walkthrough before we close tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. Last time we were here, we had our final walkthrough and we went over all of the inspector's notes and we went over all of our builder's notes and we kind of marked things on the wall that needed to be fixed. So that happened on Tuesday, and so today is Monday, so they had all week to fix it, and so now we're coming to do the final right before we close. I'm excited, and it smells like paint, so I know that they fixed all the little things, so let's go.
And while we're right here, this door, we don't put a fire rated label on it. Never really been called out for that, but it's the only solid core door other than your front door. So that's how you know it's fire rated. I also had put on here.
Has to be all documented. This is our first home ever.
Absolutely. Nobody ever takes pictures of me.
Really? Guys, this is Garrett.
Oh, you are videoing.
I am viewing you.
Hey! In here you've got a paint touch-up kit. Got the interior touch-ups. I think they even give you a small exterior brown paint touch-up. Dressed. Added some trim here so you don't have to under your gap anymore. Okay. There's a patch right on the corner. Oh. You see? Oh. Right in here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Key.
So the AC off balance, they fixed it?
Everything's fixed, yeah. They even addressed the thumping noise at the primary. Remember I went over in the guest
bathroom, right.
That was the easiest fix in the world.
You should like twist them out or something.
No, it was actually...
Guys, you'll never guess what? I just peed in our house for the first time. Yes. Brownies before workout.
It tastes weird.
You taste weird.
That's inappropriate.
Okay guys, today's it. Derek already transferred the money. We couldn't write a check.
Don't look at our bank account right now.
We had to wire money over here, so I think we just have to sign some paperwork and go get our keys, and that's it. And it's our house. Oh my God, we're homeowners. How do you feel? How do you feel? Oh my God.
I'm excited.
Do you feel like an adult?
Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations.
Yeah, we just signed on our house. Everything is ours. Celebratory event. Yeah.
Our celebratory diet celebratory.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Thank you for your help.
You're very welcome. It was my pleasure.
That's for you.
Oh,
Blanket, bottle of wine, some, you know.
nice.
Open it on your first day or something. Congratulations, guys. I'm really happy for you. So it'll be exciting new beginnings for you.
Okay, so what is, I don't know what all that stuff is. We got 6 keys.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said we're only supposed to have 4, but
you guys only have 4, but he got you 6. And you got an extra garage opener too, so awesome, right? Okay. And this is to rekey whenever you need to rekey. The front door, it's got an instruction. I've never had anyone rekey.
Okay.
Those keys will work for the front door, back door, and garage door. They're all the same.
it's everything.
Guys, we're in our home. We got this cool basket. Has wine glasses, a bottle of wine. How did they know?